Little behind here. Boys warming up. Get the mic in a second. Get set up here. Hi, how are you?
Streaming again.
Yeah.
Although I come here, I like to watch them afterwards.
That's funny. So we have SQAW White against Jefferson tonight at Braemar Arena.
Do you do period interviews? Between period interviews?
Sometimes.
I sometimes.
Yeah. I did do one of the coach, yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah. So we're here tonight. SQAW White versus Jefferson. The last time we played this team, we won well. We played them at Bloomington Ice Garden. Bloomington, a smaller program than it was 20 years ago when they were regularly winning the state tournament. We have coaches on the bench there. We have, on the left, we have head coach in the white hat, Peter Fitzgerald. In the middle, we have Coach Carl Schneider, and on the right, we have Coach Dan Moe. Coach Schneider is the proprietor of 44th Street Dental. And if you use the code RCSA, you can get a root canal sans anesthetic for 50% off. And the anesthetic, of course, you don't have to pay for that. Not good with any other offers. The Edina boys having a banner season, playing 17 games in January. I believe the record was 14-2-1. Coming off the Squirtacular last weekend, and then another win recently. They are a strong team with 3 strong lines, all of whom score. And I'm going to try and not say chip it in over and over and over tonight, apparently. Boys go in, collect the pucks, get ready for a face-off at center ice. I'm going to be solo tonight with the camera, so I may be behind the play a little bit, depending on the commentary. Coaches give a quick word at the bench. We'll have 3 12-minute periods tonight at Braemar East Arena. South Arena, actually. This is the cold one. Face-off goes back to Bloomington. They try and get it up, but they don't keep it, and Peterson advances in. He's got Chapelain center ice, loses the puck, goes down. Chapelain goes in to shut down the advance, battling along the boards. He's going to chip the puck out. It goes up to Peterson, who just passed Finn. Finn's going to chip it in the corner. Ferris and Chapelain back to chase, battling along the boards. Chapelain almost comes out with it. Ends up back in a Bloomington stick, and Ferris battling there. Peterson trying to shut him down, and Van Summeren with a nice line hold goes in. Chaplain goes in to change. Fitzgerald up front, coming around the red line. He's going to skate back and regroup the team. Peterson coming into the zone, gets it in and gets boarded. Stick high, almost hitting a Jefferson coach. Bloomington attempts to clear and gets it over to Peckham. Mo signals to send the puck up instead of to him. He misses Fitzgerald and it ends up on a Bloomington stick. A shot, gloved by Bjorgard. Shout out to George Sill tonight. He's out in Steamboat with his dad and his brother. Bloomington with a shot. It gets past Bjorgard underneath his elbow. I actually didn't follow the video at all there. I'm sorry. 1-0 Jefferson. 10:38 remaining in the first period. Smith and Engel on defense with West, Johnson, and Fitzgerald on forward. Goes back to Smith. Smith looking for an opportunity, gets it over to Engel. Engel sends it up, doesn't quite make it out. Bloomington with another shot, it gets chipped into the corner. Bloomington looking like they want it today. Players out front, a couple of strong players who know how to post up in front of the net. Johnson picks it up. He starts his advance up. Puck goes into the zone, but Bloomington able to shut him down. They go for a change. Engel behind the net looking for someone to pass to. Starts heading up. Gets the puck up. Goes past and into the zone. That will not be icing. Griswold, West, and Johnson out now. With Finn and Van Summeren back out on D. Griswold fresh off a couple days off. He was sick with the flu. Van Summeren with a shot. It goes out front. No one there to pick it up. Finn holds as it gets chipped up. Johnson goes to the bench for a change. Ferris comes out, take a spot. They try to chip it out, and Finn neatly grabs it at center ice, gets it over to Van Summeren. Van Summeren, slight fan, chips it up, and it gets to Peterson, but they start to advance. Jefferson, a different team than we played the last time we played them last time. Chaplain goes into chase, even though it's ice. We'll have a face-off to the right of goalie Bjorgard in the Edina end. Chaplain takes a face-off. He's flanked by Ferris and Peterson. Jefferson wins a face-off, chips it back, sends it down into the zone. Chaplain back to battle, chips it up to Ferris. Ferris battling. The forecheck quite strong here. Shot on net by Bloomington, frozen by Bjorgard. Edina a bit surprised by the way that Bloomington Jefferson has come out tonight. They wanted it. And they win the face-off again, and they start up, and now Peterson starts his advance. He's got Chaplain and Ferris bearing up the ice behind him. Peterson manages to put the puck on the pads, and there's a little scrum in front of the net. Edina players giving him grief and some post-play action. If one thing can be said about the Squirt A white team is that they are resilient, tenacious, and they are a band of brothers. Nice shot by Mo, chipped into the net, comes off the pad, no one there to pick it up. Mo holds along the boards. Bloomington starts to advance out. Peckham racing back to beat him. He beats him to the puck and turns around, and he's going to chip it up. It ends up to Chabaklo. Chabaklo starting to advance up the ice. Bloomington chips it up again. Mo and Peckham back. Bloomington does not have numbers here, so they chip it behind the net. Go back to Chase. Peckham manages to steal the puck, and now Schneider's starting to advance. Schneider, Friswold, and Chabaklo out now. Puck goes behind Chabaklo. Peckham chips it up. Bloomington advances it in. We'll have a face-off just outside the Edina zone, right here on this dot. We'll have West, Johnson, and Friswold out. They chip the puck up, but it's gathered by Bloomington and sent back behind the Edina net. Smith battling along the boards there. He has help. Johnson out front in the slot, picking up the loose puck. He starts his advance. It's a 4-on-2 right now. Looking for an opportunity. Johnson with a beautiful front of the net pass to West. Puts it right on his tape, and West tips it over the goalie to his left. Edina evening it up here, 1-1, with 7:33 remaining in the first. This line will stay out with a slight switch in D. We'll have Smith and Engel on defense. West takes a face-off, chips it back, goes into Edina zone. Smith goes back to chase. Engel goes wide to pick it up. Smith evades, looking for another opportunity, chips it over to Engel. Engel goes behind the net. West looking for an opportunity there, chips it up. It's out front, Bloomington able to keep it in the zone. That puck up in the death zone, a dangerous play to put it. It bounces off the back of the net, and West goes back to challenge. They're trying to get that puck out front, Bloomington. Not it. Well, they do chip it out front. It goes to the point, and Edina a little bit high, not covering the points, gives them an opportunity. Smith on the puck to the net, shuts down the scoring opportunity by Bloomington. Now Friswold picks it up, ends up on a Bloomington stick, not quite a strong enough clear. Bjorgard freezes. We'll have a face-off to the left of Bjorgard. Don't know about Bloomington, but Edina coming off 3 days of no school after a late start on Monday. Edina wins a face-off. Van Summeren advancing it up to Chapdelaine, who gets it up to Peterson. Chapdelaine, Peterson, and Schneider out now. Peterson goes behind the net, battling there. He's got Schneider wide. Chapdelaine goes behind the chase. Finn and Van Summeren on D. Van Summeren tries to catch it, gets it almost. Bloomington goes down. Incidental contact there, so no penalty. They're battling to shut him down, and Schneider picks it up in front of the net, prevents a potential shot by Bloomington. Play not that precise tonight. Chapdelaine, Schneider, and Finn all battling in there for the puck. They look for a shot. Bjorgard chips it wide, and now Peterson's going to look for an opportunity to chip it up. He gets it up to, and that was Van Summeren who chipped it up to Finn. Peterson keeps the puck in the zone, battling along there. Fitzgerald now out with Ferris. Peckham and Moe out. Ferris takes his Bloomington stick out of his hands. He drops it and goes to the bench, leaving it in the middle of the ice. Peckham gets it up to Ferris. Ferris lets it go into the zone, and Chabacco goes back to, or Schneider, Chabacco goes back to challenge. Moe manages to hold it. Chabacco now, Friswold in the middle, looking for an opportunity. Moe almost holds it. Peckham is going to have to work here to catch him. He's advancing into the zone, but Peckham gets in front of him and cleanly pokes that away. Not easy to score with Peckham on the ice. We'll have an icing call against the Edina, and we will have a face-off to the right of Bjorgard in the Edina zone. Again, 4:50 remaining in the first period here. We have 1-1 even game between Jefferson and Edina. West takes the face-off. He's flanked by Friswold and Johnson. Backed up by Engel and Smith on D. Smith chips it up, gets it up to Johnson. He picks up that puck cleanly, starts to advance into the zone, looking for an opportunity. Drops it back to West. West not able to hang onto it. He goes down. Common tactic when Westie's on the ice is to throw your body in front of him, kamikaze style, and sacrifice yourself. Engel has a nice opportunity. He chips it over to West. West looking for a shot. Gets it over to Smith, but it goes past his skate. Smith over to Engel. Engel looking for an opportunity to get it up. He gets it up to Johnson. Johnson now advancing into the zone. He's looking for an opportunity. He chips it in, but it's soft shot. Shut down by Bloomington. Griswold goes down. Van Summeren backing up. Peterson now out on the ice for Westy. Griswold changes. Schneider comes out. Peterson gets it up. Almost. West picks it up. He's going to start his advance. Schneider stops it, and they're going to battle along. Peterson battling there, manages to keep it out. Not the most precise game we've had, and suffice it to say that they showed up today, Bloomington. They want to play. Chapdelaine now out. Finn over to Van Summeren. Peterson and Schneider on forward with Chapdelaine centering. Van Summeren trying to get it out, is unable. Chapdelaine wins the battle behind the net. He goes in, he gets hooked, but manages to keep it, battles along. Bloomington picks it up again in front of our net. They're trying to shut him down. That puck goes wide of the net on a backhand. Van Summeren chips it over to Finn. He's got Schneider up high, but it goes up to Chapdelaine, picks it up behind him. Peterson almost gets it up, but Bloomington looking for an opportunity there. Shut down by Finn cleanly. Their player goes into the net. Chapdelaine goes for a change as Peterson goes in. He tries to get it through the skates of a Bloomington player. He's shut down. Fitzgerald picking it up. That puck almost chipped in by Bloomington on their own goalie. And they're battling now, and both teams stepping it up, and not clear what shots are, but perhaps a little bit favoring Edina at this moment. We have an offsides. We'll have a face-off right outside the Bloomington bench, outside their zone. Face-off will be taken by... we'll go center ice face-off. Fitzgerald will take the face-off, flanked on right wing by Ferris, left by Chabaklo, backed up by Moe and Peckham. Moe over to Peckham, a little tic-tac-toe there. Peckham's going to chip it up. He gets it up to Chabaklo. Chabaklo gets his stick hooked, but gets in, gets taken down going in, tripped, but will not get a call there. They're letting him play tonight. Fitzgerald chips it over to Chabaklo, gets it to Moe. Moe with a shot. That's almost put in. Oh, that went in. Off the skate, inside the line. I guess the lineman was right there, so we'll let it go. We'll have an icing call on Bloomington. That was some good aggressive play. We'll get a face-off to the left of the Bloomington goalie, taken by Fitzgerald, flanked by Chabaklo and Ferris, backed up by Moe and Peckham. This line having some production there in terms of shots on goal the last shift. They'll take a quick one, see if they can bury one, and then probably shoot it back in. Peckham with a shot. Shut down by the goalie. They try and battle out, and Moe chips it back in. They're trying to get it out, and now Fitzgerald with a shot, frozen by the goalie. They'll get a little quick line change. We'll have West, Johnson, and Friswold out on forward with Engel and Smith on D. Face off to the right of the Bloomington goalie. Johnson takes the face off, won by Bloomington. They manage to get it back to their defenseman, who advances it up to a fast forward, number 11. He tries to get in. Sorry there. He's shut down by 2D chasing him, but he's a fast player. Looking for an opportunity. West gets it up to Johnson. Johnson with a shot. It's gloved by the Bloomington goalie and chipped down behind the net. West looking to play, gets tripped on the skates of another player. He's feeling a little bit rough. He hit his arm on the ice. Westy's going to the bench, favoring his arm. Chapdelaine comes out for Westy. Shot on net by Bloomington gets chipped wide. Chapdelaine catches the puck mid-ice and then loses it. Now Peterson, Griswold now out. Engel looking for an opportunity, goes behind the net. He's going to chip it up to Peterson. He's not able to hold it. Bloomington advancing again. West injured on the bench. They're checking him out. He hurt his arm there. Now Schneider comes out. He's going to start the advance up into the zone. He's got Chaplain with him. The D go in for a change, and that'll be period. 1-1 at the end of the first. Edina versus Jefferson. Bjorgard will have to play opposite his own bench now, as will the Bloomington goalie. A couple of fast players on this Bloomington team harassing Edina. The accuracy of pass is a little bit of a challenge here. Edina feeling the pressure and not completing their passes like they normally do. Bloomington playing a pressure game on Edina. Some good opportunities there. And Edina needs to put the puck on net more, faster, and get someone into the paint to crash the net and pick up the rebounds. This goalie does not freeze the puck much. The shot on net typically ends up out in the paint or out in the low slot, and having someone there will help. We're coming off a polar vortex in Minnesota here. Nobody really cares. I know that all the kids on this team, they played twice on Thursday. They had a pickup game that someone rented some ice midday, and then a practice at Hat Trick. Many of them played outside, perhaps not Wednesday, as it was bitter cold, but there was some outdoor play then, even then. These boys like outdoor ice. They like to play outside. Coach is an anti-Fortnite advocate. He believes that it compromises the kids' mental abilities, and he asks them to not play video games on game days, if nothing else, to get themselves ready for what's ahead. Puck into the Edina zone now. Van Summer back to chase, backed up by Chapdelaine. Finn taking center ice. Schneider out on the wing, and Peterson out too. He's trying to get the puck out, gets tied up. Schneider battling there. He chips it in, gets past Finn, goes behind the net. They go back to battle Van Summer and shutting him down. He loses his stick. Chapdelaine looking for an opportunity. He chips it up, and it's picked up by Bloomington. Not quite a strong enough pass. They go to battle, and Peterson goes out front. He's now going to start his advance up. He's got Schneider with him. Schneider going into his zone. Peterson looking for an opportunity. He doesn't have anyone with him, really. He's kind of holding it on by his own. And now Fitzgerald with a shot on net, and that's frozen by the goalie. Midst of a strange line change, Moe and Peckham out on D. We'll have Fitzgerald, Ferris, and Chabacco out on forward. West still sitting. Westy looks like he's going to come out this shift. He fell on his elbow there. Bloomington with an extra player on the ice. These boys are good skaters. You can't take them for granted. Moe with a shot, gloved by the Bloomington goalie. We'll get a face-off, same spot, just to the right of the Bloomington goalie. Fitzgerald, Ferris, and Chabacco on forward. Moe and Peckham on D. We're 10:46 remaining in the period. Bloomington gets a puck behind the net, but they're battled. Strong forecheck. Moe tries to hold. Peckham chasing back with Ferris backing him up, taking the wide man. Peckham chips it over to Ferris. He gets a stick on it, but it goes out of the zone. Peckham and Moe back to battle with Fitzgerald taking center ice there. Peckham chips it up. It goes just past Fitzgerald and back down for Bloomington to send it into the zone again. I'm supposed to stop using the word chip. Ferris picks it up behind the net. Going behind the net, he looks for an opportunity, gets it up to Chabacco. Chabacco Loses it to a Bloomington player. Little slow pass. Peckham looking for an opportunity. Sends it down, and that's going to be icing. We'll have a face-off to the right of Bjorgard here in the Edina zone. Taken by Westy, back from what must be a minor injury. Flanked by Peterson and Johnson, with Smith and Engel on D. Johnson ends up with the puck, picks it up off the scrum when it bounces back towards Bloomington. He's going to advance into the zone. He does an evasive maneuver, gets it down, it goes up. Engel, he's going to take a shot there, gets it in, gets tied up in front of the net. Bloomington picks it up, starts to advance out. Johnson gets a stick tied up. They're calling nothing here today. At least it's fair. Bjorgard chips it up, and Westy picks it up in front of the net. He's looking for an opportunity. He's advancing in now. He's going to try and get around him, make something happen. That puck goes behind. Chipped down by Johnson. We get a high stick, and we'll go down into the Edina end. Johnson trying to chip that puck out of the air like a lacrosse player. I guess we're not going to go down into the Edina end. Normally that's the case, but we're going to face off to the right of the Bloomington goalie with Chapdelaine, Schneider, and Peterson out on forward, backed up by Van Summeren and Finn. Chapdelaine wins the face-off. Peterson chips it up, ends up on the goalie. He doesn't freeze it, but they're battling behind the net there. Schneider goes back to battle. Bloomington starts to advance up. Van Summeren taking the puck handler. Finn taking center ice. Good defensive play. This line getting stronger over the course of the year. First time playing A for Van Summeren and Finn, but doing their job quite well. A shot on net. Decent opportunity, but chipped aside cleanly by Bjorgard, ends up behind. Now Peterson starting to advance up. Chapdelaine with him. Schneider too. He goes in and goes down. Loses an edge. They start to advance up, and Schneider battling there, not wanting him to get up into his zone. He manages to get it back to Van Summeren, who gets it up to Finn, up to Chapdelaine. He picks it up and chips it up into the zone to Fitzgerald as he goes to the bench for a change. Now we have West and Ferris out with Fitzgerald, backed up by Moe and Peckham. This line hoping to make something happen. Fitzgerald not able to complete that wraparound. Fitzgerald going behind the net. He's looking for an opportunity out front. Tries to wrap it, not able. Bounces out, and Westy picks it up, chips it behind the net for Ferris. Moe now taking it down. That puck goes wide. It's going to go down into the zone there. Peckham goes to pick it up. Westy supporting. He gets behind the net, and Bloomington picks it up there. And perhaps a premature advance. Bloomington with an opportunity, unable to capitalize. Picked up by Peckham. He's going to chip that puck out past Bloomington. It's going to go down, and Westy goes to chase. Fitzy goes to the bench. Ferris on. Chibako out now on forward. Still Moe and Peckham on D. Moe goes down, and we have Peckham by himself, but then Chibako racing back with speed. Picks up the puck. Westy picks it up. He gets taken down mid-ice. Nothing going to get called here. There are really not many calls in this game tonight. At least it's even either way. We got icing on Bloomington, and we'll have Chibaklo, Fitzgerald, Chibaklo, Johnson, and Friswold out. Backed up by Smith and Engel. Face-off taken by Friswold. Friswold wins it, gets it to Chibaklo. It goes almost between the pads. Nice quick shot. Engel's looking for an opportunity. Chips it down low. Johnson goes back to battle. Tries to get it over to Chibaklo. Intercepted by Bloomington. Engel manages to hold. He's going to chip it down. Chibaklo managing to hold, battling along the boards. Bloomington going down. They get down low, and they're going to try and keep it, but it's going to go up. That puck not quite cleared by Bloomington. A soft clear. Johnson chasing. That puck's going to go down into the zone. Smith goes back to chase. The icing waved off. Johnson now battling in the corner there. Coming back. Johnson having played center a bit earlier in the year. Excellent back checker. Friswold chips it past the Bloomington player. Now Chibaklo has a one-on-one. He's going to go in. He's going to look for a shot, and that goes almost into the net. They glove it out. Van Summern's going to take a shot here. It's gloved by the Bloomington goalie. We're going to get a face-off to the right of Bloomington. That quick, powerful advance there. Good opportunity. One more guy in the paint, and they would have had it in there. Greed is good in hockey. If you put yourself in front of the net and have your stick down, you can win. Not able to win the face-off. Chapdelaine, Peterson, and Ferris now out. Ferris gets a pass through his skates from Van Summeren and Finn on D. He goes behind the net to battle. Peterson tries to shut him down. Chapdelaine picks it up and battles along the boards there. Bloomington manages to capture it. Van Summeren goes down, and now Finn's alone with a 2-on-1. He's got one player against him. That puck goes on the net, but Bjorgaard chases it. Ferris goes out to shut down the point, forces him to send it into the corner. It goes behind the net, and Chapdelaine goes to battle while Van Summeren out front. We've got a little bit of a defensive play. It looks like a power play from Edina here. It's not exactly the style of play they want to do, and now Ferris gets a jump on a missed hold. He's going to try and advance it in, but loses it. Bloomington starting to advance. We get a change with Van Summeren and Peckham out. Bjorgaard manages to freeze it, assisted by Peckham. Kind of an odd change there. I missed that play, but Fitzgerald, Westy, and Schneider out. Green line from earlier in the year, quite productive, backed up by Moe and Peckham. Some more dynamic lines now than we have seen all season. We may be missing a player. We're missing one forward, so some changes happening. Actually, an interesting scenario. We've had it earlier in the week too. They're trying to make more lines potentially able to score. Peckham now in with a shot, frozen by Bloomington. We'll get a face-off to the left of Bloomington goalie here. West, Schneider, and Fitzgerald on forward, backed up by Moe and Peckham. Forwards change for Bloomington. Defense stays out. Fitzgerald at the circle, wins it, gets it over to Schneider. Schneider gets it over to Westy. Westy not able to hold. Shot by Peckham goes up high. West battling along the boards there. They try and chip it up, and Moe touches it, but it's going to be not an icing because it ends up on the net. Moe behind the net looking for an opportunity, chips it up to Westy. Westy goes advancing in, trying to beat that player there. That puck wide of the net. He manages to get it towards the net, but not able to capitalize. Bloomington now trying to advance, held by Engel. Smith now out on D, slight D line change. Fitzgerald going back to battle. Westy with Friswold out now. We get a shot, knocked away by Bjorgaard with a blocker. Engel trying to advance up, looking for some action here. He's looking for some action and turns the puck over to Bloomington at our blue line. Engel and Smith out. We got Friswold out with Westy and Chabaklo now. Some dynamic lines, kind of rolling them on forward, keeping the center stable to some degree. Chabaklo not able to get it past Bloomington, but Westy chips it into the zone. That goes over, and Chabaklo manages to pick it up. He's going to look for an opportunity, but stick handling around, the player fails. Edina needing to pass the puck more quickly. This is a strong team, and this is A hockey. You cannot try and skate through players as much. Example there. Johnson just picked it up from Bloomington. Chabaklo looking for a shot again. Bounces it, tries to nutmeg a player, and ends up with it on his stick. Not much being called here. Slightly physical play, nothing major. We have icing, that's going to go down, and Bjorgaard's going to shut it down, and Finn's going to go behind the net to pick it up. Ferris, Chabaklo, and Johnson out. That pass to center, ending up on a Bloomington stick. Chabaklo started advancing up. He's got Ferris wide. He's going to try to get to the net. Oh, and Ferris gets taken down on the way to the net. So that centering pass by Chibako, not able to find a shooter. Bloomington picks it up. They start their advance. This is one of their fastest players here, Brown, number 11. He advances in, and he's shut down by Van Summeren, who pokes it away. That puck gets trapped out front and picked up by Johnson. Johnson looking for an opportunity, chips it up. Ferris still out on the ice. We have a penalty now. Number 6 for Bloomington going to the box. S. Peterson for tripping. Every player gets to spend a little time in the sin bin. We'll have a power play by Edina just to the right of the Bloomington goalie. West, Fitzgerald, and Schneider out with Moe and Peckham on D. Gets it over to Peckham. Peckham, he's going to look for an opportunity here. Plays with the puck and turns it over to Bloomington on a power play at the blue line. Schneider picking it up. Back to Peckham. Trying to set up the play here. Gets up to Fitzgerald, but he's not able to hold it, and it goes off his stick in his own. Westy picks it up. Gets it in his own there. Fitzgerald trying to hold it, goes back to Peckham. Edina not yet able to get the puck firmly in the zone on this power play. Westy picks it up. He's going to advance into the zone. He's looking for an opportunity there. He's looking for a shot. He manages to put it in just to the right of the goalie. That'll be a power play goal for Edina with 1:10 remaining in the second. It will now be 2-1 Edina. The shots starting to favor Edina now as they gain momentum on this team. Chapdelaine at the faceoff circle wins it, chips it forward. Ferris goes into battle. Peterson helping. Finn and Van Summeren on D. Brown with a shot. It gets frozen by Bjorgard, and we'll get a faceoff to the right, left of Bjorgard in our zone. Taken by the same lines. 1:04 remaining here. Chapdelaine goes down but wins the faceoff. He manages to pick up the puck in the middle, chips it over. Ferris advancing up. Bloomington trying to make something happen. Chips it up, and Chapdelaine gets into his zone. He's looking for an opportunity here. He centers the puck, and Peterson goes down trying to pick it up. A little bit of a timing issue there, and Jefferson speed player Brown shut down cleanly by Van Summeren. Goes off a skate and almost goes into the net, but goes wide. Chapdelaine and Ferris battling there. Ferris wins, chips it up to Peterson. He's going to start his advance up against a Bloomington player. He shoots it. It's gloved by Bloomington, and we have 21 seconds remaining. We'll get a line change. We'll get Schneider, Fitz, Peckham, West, and Moe out. Fitz, he takes a face-off to the right of the Bloomington goalie. 22 seconds remaining. 2-0 Edina. West with a shot. That was through traffic and screen, and that goalie managed to get his glove on it. Might be a baseball player. Fitzy takes the face-off. Won by Bloomington. They go behind the net. They try and chip it up. Moe now. He's going to get a shot. Again, gloved by the Bloomington goalie. High or low would be the way to go on this goalie. High or low. Low would create a face-off, and if we have someone racing to the paint, when that defense goes for the shot, we could perhaps capitalize on it. Schneider wins, tries to get it back to Moe. Bloomington picks it up, they chip it out. Schneider now with a last-second opportunity here. It goes over the player and into the net with 4 seconds remaining. That'll make it 3-1 Edina. We'll have a face-off center ice with 3.8 seconds remaining in the second. Edina up by 2. Bjorgard in net. A shout out to George Sill and Brian and Mason tonight. They're off in Steamboat for a father and son ski trip. Luckily, Edina Squirt A White has two very sound goalies, Chase Bjorgard and George Sill. So George can take a little quality break and go skiing while Bjorgard covers the net. Coach Fitzgerald sending some words of wisdom here to the boys. It's interesting if you look at a team and examine how intently they listen to their coach. I have a few years of coaching myself, and I've never had kids listen to me like that. This team goes in for a fist bump and a collective group. Hallelujah. Able to focus on some positivity here with a 2-1 game, with a 3-1 game and a 2-goal lead. We're going to go center ice here. We got a center ice face-off taken by West, Schneider, and Fitzgerald, scoring a goal on their last shift. Moe and Peckham out. This line very productive, looking to make something happen. Bloomington manages to win that. Chase in. They have another player, number 8, is quite good here and aggressive. He goes down, loses it on the skates. Schneider advancing up. He's got Fitz high, gets it over to Westy. Westy takes it into the zone after a bobble. He gets around and he's looking for an opportunity. He chips that puck down and Edina wins a face-off. Same lineout. 11:34 remaining in the period. We get an offsides and they'll get a change, and we'll have a face-off just outside the Bloomington zone here on the near dot. Taken by Johnson, who's going to take that face-off, and he's got Friswold and Chabaklo with him. A line that has been together earlier in the year, known as the Gold Line. Engel and Smith. On D. Engel up at the point trying to hold it. He backs up and he's going to try and intercept here as Schmitz enters in from Bloomington. Engel manages to chase him behind and shut him down and stop him from doing anything. Backed up by Johnson. Centering, going to help. Smith now holding the spot in front of the net, shutting down a player. Friswold chips it to Chabaklo, who tries to get it out of zone, but it gets out and then sent back in by Bloomington for an offsides. We'll have a face-off on the near dot, opposite the Edina bench. Third period here, 11:02 remaining. Edina up 3-1. Chabaklo advancing the puck up, turns it over to Bloomington. Smith battling there, shuts down their advance, and it's picked up again by Chabaklo. He gets it out of the zone, but it's picked up by Bloomington. Chabaklo battling there. Johnson trying to pick it up. Engel trying to advance it up. Bloomington regroup in their own zone, gets it over to their D. They start their advance up. Number 11, the speed player trying to get in. Smith shuts him down. That puck goes wide. Sorry I missed that. It's picked up by Bjorgard, knocked down. Chapdelaine, one of the smaller players in my son, showing a little bit of feistiness there. Letting the players know, you shall not touch my goalie after the whistle. He's battling there. If you lose, tie up the player, coach says to him. Van Summer behind the net with an escape, loses the puck temporarily. Chapdelaine helping out. He's looking for an opportunity. Tries to get it to Peterson, but Bloomington manages to pick it up. Chapdelaine intercepts that pass, chips it behind the net. Bloomington looking to get it up high, no one at the point to cover, but Peterson stopping that advance along with Finn, who shuts it down in front of the net. Finn starts to advance up, gets it to Peterson, it gets just past him. They're going to go into chase here as Bloomington tries to advance. They're trying to get that puck in the zone. We have Edina players advancing on him with Chapdelaine, Ferris, and Peterson out. Moe now comes out to spell Van Summeren on D with Finn still out on the ice. Player runs into Finn, largest player on the team perhaps, maybe next to Charlie Moe, and he goes down. Peterson not able to get the puck out, but Moe looking for a shot. He advances up into the zone. As Finn goes to change, Chapdelaine 2, now Peckham, Westy, Fitzgerald out on the ice with Ferris, still hanging out from the previous shift, gets an opportunity into the zone. It's chipped, centering pass shut down, goes wide, and Moe gets it over to Peckham. He's going to start to advance up into the zone. He chips it in and bounces it off the red part of the boards. That puck gets chipped around, and no one on that side except for a Bloomington player. He picks it up and chips it around. Moe goes in and challenges. Strong pinch. Westy picks it up. He's going to try and go around. Maybe just shoot that puck instead of trying to go through the skates. Peckham picks it up, chips it down, bounces behind the net, and Fitzgerald battling this line, keeping the puck in the zone quite well. D changes with Smith now out. Peckham going back. He's chasing him. 11 is a fast player. He perhaps has an opportunity, but it's shut down. We get a penalty there. Called on someone. Number 11 drawing a penalty out of Edina as that puck goes down towards the net. We'll get a face-off to the right of Bjorgard. Edina on its first penalty kill tonight. Peckham having taken down that player. Not sure if that penalty's really a good one or not, but either way, he did not score due to Peckham's interference. He had a breakaway that Peckham shut down, and Peckham ends up in the net. Brown goes down wide. And I believe it's 218 area code up there near the border. And Coach Schneider giving the ref a little 218. Even if the ref isn't going to change the call, you still got to challenge him a little bit. That's a theory up there anyways. Those guys from up there in Bemidji and Roseau and Warroad, they're not screwing around. Never, ever, ever let a ref make a bad call and not hear about it. Puck goes wide. Fitzgerald up to battle. Almost out of the zone. He's unable. Puck goes wide of the net, and Engel goes back to chase with Smith taking the back door. Puck goes wide, and Smith chips it up to Westy. Westy's got two players in front of him. Is he going to be able to get around and get a shorty here? It wouldn't be the first time. Westy goes down along the boards after that shot. He goes over wide. One player advancing on three here with Fitzgerald going in. That puck goes kind of on net, gets sent wide, and now Westy's looking to pick it up, and he chips it up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with a soft pass, it ends up on the board. So we have 118 remaining in a power play. We'll have 118 of 4-on-4 with a Bloomington player going to the box for interference with 7:41 remaining in the third. So we'll have 118 and 4-on-4 and 42 seconds of 5-on-4 for Edina with a one-man advantage. That advantage now erased. We got 4-on-4 with Finn going behind the net. Getting it over to Van Summer. Dangerous play to chip it up. He gets it up to Johnson, but Johnson not able to hold. Bloomington tries to chip it back down. Johnson again coming around to get it. Chabaklo goes down. Van Summer holds it mid-ice. Johnson goes into the zone, chips it back to Chabaklo. Drop pass to Chabaklo. Not a big fan of those drop passes, but a little bit of a lack of a spring in the Edina step tonight meant that Jefferson has been able to kind of hold them to some lower goal totals. The first period only scores by Jefferson early on, and then Edina tying it up. Johnson battling there. He tries to stuff the puck in and goes in for his own rebound. Good play, almost gets it past that goalie there. Johnson turning into a veritable badger around the net lately. Having previously played center, getting a little more comfortable with the forward attack now. Chapdelaine takes the face off, wins it, ties it up, chips it in, playing with the puck a little bit. He's got Engel and Smith behind him and Ferris in there. It's a 4-on-4 for 4 more seconds. And now Edina going to be at full strength. It's Peckham coming out on the ice. He's going to go right on the ice. He's going to go over to the bench. Engel manages to get it away. Engel and Smith out. Ferris now picks it up middle. We get Peterson coming off the bench, another forward. We get Ferris, Chapdelaine, Peterson. A 3-on-3 opportunity, but with 3 forwards going in nicely together, good rhythm, unable to capitalize. Chapdelaine goes back to battle. Good back check, gets it over to Engel. Engel tries to advance it up, gets it up to Peterson. Peterson goes in for a shot. He takes a shot, it's gloved by the Bloomington goalie as they go for a line change. Peterson to Ferris out now. West, Schneider and Chabaklo, Moe and Peckham on D. Face off to the left of the Bloomington goal, right of the Bloomington goalie. Fitzgerald with a shot, gloved by Bloomington. Fitzgerald wins the face-off, gets it to Westy. Westy sends it in. Goalie off the goalie stick up into the netting. The ref is going to borrow a stick to pull that puck out. She's successful. We'll have a face-off to the right of the Bloomington goalie again. Fitzy taking the face-off. Westy. Schneider. Moe with a shot. It goes down in front of the net. It's loose, and Fitzgerald battling there. It goes out front, but Peckham right there. Bloomington full strength now. It's 5:23 remaining. Number 9 tries to get in, and Peckham shuts him down, steals the puck. It's pretty hard to get through an A defenseman these days, and I'm kind of surprised that so many players do it instead of just trying to pass the puck. It's a recurring weakness sometimes. Fitzy going around, doing the full global spin there, doing the 360. Moe with a shot, goes in. Fitzy picks up the rebound, almost chips it in. Good play there. Now Westy with a shot, it goes off the pad. Fitzy right next to the net tries to go too. He's getting a little tired. Maybe got blasted. He's going in for a change. Chabaklo comes out. Spell Fitzy. Westy going in. Schneider's still out, but Peckham and Moe still out. They're going to get the puck up. Schneider picks it up, starts his advance, gets caught in the Bloomington player. Peckham still out while Van Summeren comes out for Moe. Brown with a shot. Goes up into the netting, and that'll be shut down. Sorry I missed that one on the video. We have 4:24 remaining in the third period. The score is 3-1 Edina. We have a face-off to the right of goalie Bjorgard taken by Johnson, flanked by Friswold and Chabaklo, backed up by Finn and Van Summeren. Edina's defensive triangle basically, or a quadrangle, with the goalies exceptionally strong, playing good hockey, rarely having a fall apart. And then 3 strong defensive pairs. Finn picking it up, and he's advancing into the zone. He's going to go for an opportunity, gets it back to Chabaklo. Finn now trading places with Chabaklo, with Van Summeren back him up. Johnson going in to challenge in the corner there. Finn chips it down low, goes over. Johnson tries to pick it up. Friswold battling along the boards there. Bloomington picks it up, number 11. Sends it up to 8. He's going to try to advance into the zone. Finn shuts him down. Frizz picks it up. Chabaklo trying to advance. A lot of players running into players here. This Bloomington team, it's got some salad on it. 3 or 4 players sporting that cascading helmet salad, falling out of the helmet. They're advancing up, and Friswold shuts them down. Finn and Smith and Engel on. Chapdelaine trying to get up. Gets past the Bloomington player. He has Peterson with him. Peterson going into the zone with Ferris on there. Puck goes wide, and Chapdelaine almost picks it up. The net goes off. Chapdelaine going directly at the net. Unfortunately, one hand on the stick instead of two. Good aggressive play. We have some speed happening here. Edina using its speed and also some consistency of play. Much stronger on the defensive passing, one would say, than the forward passing. Falling into the trap of some stick handling from time to time. Chaplain wins the faceoff, gets it back to Peterson. He gets it over to Engel to Smith. Smith is going to chip it in there. It's going to go in, and nicely Ferris picks it up in front of the net, chips it in. That's an excellent play by that line. Good aggressive play by that line, turns it into a 4-1 game for Edina with 2:44 remaining. Having just scored, this line will take a brief shift with another one. Chapdelaine taking the face-off with Peterson and Ferris, backed up by Smith and Engel. Engel chips it up, picked up by Peterson. He's going to advance into the zone. He's got some people with him. Ferris picks it up. He goes behind the net. He's trying to get it out front. Bloomington picks it up and tries to chip it out. They start their advance with number 11, their speed player, coming in on Smith and Engel. It goes wide. Unable to pick it up. Bloomington with a good opportunity there. Chips it in. Picked up by Peterson. He manages to advance it out. Sorry, I missed that one. I'm solo here. Peterson looking for an opportunity. Boom! He goes in and gets taken down as he's going in. Chabaclo now out. Moe and Peckham, or rather Schneider, and Westy out. Fitzgerald out too. We have the former green line out. Peckham looking for an opportunity. Gets it to Westy. Westy chips it. It goes off a skate and up into the netting. 1:43 remaining here. Edina up 4-3. Edina with that 1 and 2 goal, then they start to gain momentum and their play becomes much more aggressive in the offensive zone. 1:43 remaining. Bloomington ends up with the puck. We got West behind with Moe. Schneider going up. Moe and Peckham out. Westy looking for an opportunity. Chips it up into the goalie. It comes off his body. He goes down. Edina spending a lot of time on the ice tonight. Friswold with a shot. It goes wide. No one there to pick it up. It doesn't go wide. It goes off his pads. Westy now out in front of the net looking for an opportunity. Toe drag around him. Chips it in and gets it over to Fitzgerald. He's right out in front of the paint and he buries it past the goalie. That'll make it 5-1. We'll get Johnson, Chabaclo, and Friswold out to finish this at center ice with 1:04 remaining. Probably the last shift of the game, backed up by Finn and Van Summeren. They win the face-off, and Finn takes it back. Unable to hold it, it gets picked up by Bloomington. They're looking to get one more in here, playing aggressive, not giving up. And Johnson picks up the puck. Often does that as the puck's bouncing around in our zone. Advances it in for Chabaclo, who battles along the boards. Chabaclo gets taken down and into the boards, and that probably should be called for safety's sake. Johnson now battling along. Bloomington trying to chip it up. It gets picked up by Van Summeren. Van Summeren tries to chip it in and basically knocks down a Bloomington player with that shot. Friswold starting to advance into the zone. 22 seconds remaining here. He has the puck. He's going to chip it back. Goes back to Finn. Finn chips it over to Chabaclo. Chabaclo battling there. Gets it up to Finn. Finn's going to rip one. Goes wide of net off a player. Johnson battling there. Goes out in front of the net, but 5 seconds remaining here, and this will be a game. Edina Braemar East Rink. Squirt A White versus Jefferson. Final score 5-1. Bjorgard having a good game tonight. A few fist bumps, some strong play by each of the lines.